Well, we're 1-0 in the MAC, and a lot of things I'm sure we have to fix. But as I said earlier, really pleased at being able to come on the road and find a way to win the football game. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. All those other things will get fixed.
How hard did you guys try to get us from the winning?
I'm sorry?
How hard did you guys try and get us from the winning?
Like going to the dentist on a Wednesday night, pulling some teeth at times. Sometimes it gets frustrating down there, but you know they're trying. We had that odd stack gave us some problems. We were cutting some guys loose in the front, and you know, that last power we ran down on the goal line where it got stopped right before we threw the pick. You know, we think we have the perfect play called, and we cut a guy loose, and he's getting hit even before he gets to the line of scrimmage. So you don't know why that happens sometimes. Maybe we made the wrong calls up front.
We talking about trying to run the ball, and you were able to do that tonight. 2 rushers over 100 yards, 6 touchdowns.
You know, it didn't feel like that, but I'm glad we did. I'm glad for those guys, and I'm glad for our offensive line. And you can always build on that, but for me, it didn't feel like we were gashing them the way we should have been gashing them.
Talk about the Hail Mary. You played just about a perfect second quarter. You're rolling, and defensively you're rolling in there, and then all of a sudden that happens. How deflating that could have been. Talk about how you regrouped from that.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those situations. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. We had 4 or 5 guys converge on the ball. A couple of them, I saw one of them mistimed their jump. One of those things that happens, and the guy slips in behind him and makes a good play. And you know, we got to get the ball out of the air in that situation, obviously. But you know, I told the guys at halftime, it's over. You can't. There's nothing you can do about that play. And they're playing great defense, so you got to move forward. And I thought we responded well defensively after that adversity.
Trayion, really seemed like they tried to get you the ball a lot, but still seemed like you could have got it a couple more. The one drive early in the second half, you get the big run, get the big catch, get down on the goal line. You know, I'd have to think you'd be chomping at the bit.
I was pretty hungry on that play, but I mean, I guess I just got lucky. No one was there, so I mean, I just took it upfield and get what I can get.
Did you think you got in on the dive?
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Just talk about a game like that where you know you kind of know they're going to give you the ball a lot.
I mean, I guess I'm just grateful. I mean, just being my size and just knowing I'm getting the ball, I'm the key player of the game. It's like there's a lot of weight on my shoulder, but I just got to prove to everybody that I can just do it.
Darius, do you mind going through your interceptions and each one of them just what was going through?
The first one, Coach made a great call, and I just went up and got the ball. Coach Hazell, right before the game started, hey, I got to go up there and make a play. I got to make play. 19 is a good receiver, and I got to make plays. So all week, Coach Hazell and Coach Hadcock been telling me, hey, you got to make the ball. You got to get the ball. So I just went up and grabbed the ball. So that was it. But the second one, it was just I was guarding him, then it was just fell right in my hand. So I tried to score, but you know, so.
Talked about Darius, what a great opportunity this was for you, and how excited you were, and now to come out and play like that, that's still pretty good.
Oh yeah, I was very excited, but anxious and nervous at the same time. I know Norman Wolf went down, so I know I had to step up, and I was excited for the opportunity, you know. So it was a great team win. Defense was outstanding, and D-line did great, made my job a lot easier. So with all the blitzes and stunts and everything, just covered them long enough to get a sack.
Looked like the defense, Coach, really right at the end of the first quarter kind of found themselves. Can you just kind of talk about that and how they, still had penalties and a couple other things. But overall,
we had too many offsides penalties. But I thought they got a pretty good feel up front of how they were blocking us, and they were able to penetrate. and we were getting a lot of guys to the ball. And kind of took the running back out of the game early, their best player. Not physically out of the game, but you know, he wasn't able to hit some of those big runs that we had seen on film. And I thought we did a good job with disguising coverage to keep the quarterback off balance.
You've been talking all season about your red zone and still struggled down there a little bit.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see the film and see where we fell short in the red zone. Again, we're getting in those 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 6 situations, and we were not able to convert those things. So we obviously got to get it fixed, whatever it is.
Talk about the decision to switch quarterbacks, and you did early on what you said you were going to do with get
Right.
Fisher in there for a series. Was it something that you saw in that series, or what was it that made you
The
go?
first time we switched it, when we switched for
We
good.
expected the first time,
Right.
and then when you went ahead and went with, just talk about the decision to.
I thought we were flat offensively, and we needed a spark. I just thought we were just milling around, and we didn't have much energy. And I know David would bring some energy. If nothing else, he would bring some energy. So that was why I made that call.
What does that mean moving forward?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's 10:40 at Wednesday night, but when I get back tomorrow and look at the film and evaluate the whole thing, we'll sit down and talk as a staff and see which direction we need to go with the quarterback situation. But you know, when you're struggling the way we were offensively and you're in a tight ball game, you got to make a decision to do something. You just can't sit there and keep doing the same things you're doing.
What was it that seemed to not have a spark? I mean, was it just not being, you know, a lot of times you had plays or had situations where it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, and you just didn't force anything. It's like, let's find another trick in the bag.
No, we weren't tricking them. We didn't have many gadgets, but we, you know, the plays that we had on the script for those 3rd and mediums, we weren't converting. And sometimes there was a protection breakdown. Sometimes we missed the wide out or the running back. Yeah, for whatever reason, we weren't converting on 3rd and medium.
What's to say to pull one out like this?
What's that?
What's to say to pull one out like this, particularly the first one, when, I mean, there's so many, like you said, there's so many things that you can still fix to get better.
No, it's good. I mean, it's always nice, obviously, after a win and you don't play as well as you like to play, at least one side of the ball. It feels a lot better the next day and the next week, getting ready for that next game when you know that you won the football game, even though you weren't perfect. Sleep a lot better.